What is going on, loyal Dennis Brown viewers? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a little story time video. I just wanted to, pass the time while Dennis Brown's taking a while to come out. We're talking making the whole Dennis Brown cinematic universe here, so you gotta be a little patient with me. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about the story today about my first time, and wow, was it a first time? Junior year, high school, art class. Miss Gracie, she's an alcoholic teacher. Respect her. Basically, there's this girl in the class, absolute 10 out of 10 baddie, Sharon Equa. And my god, is she bad. We're gonna call her Sharon Equa for legal reasons, by the way. But that does allude to her, skin color. But I don't see race. She's black for perspective, though. That's why she's named. Not that people name Sharon Equa, have to be black. Can I even say that word? Or am I gonna get canceled? Black. Am I canceled now? Anyways, but yeah, she was very, very bad. And I was like, well, maybe I want to get a little jiggy with it, Maybe it's about time the eagle leaves the hive. And I thought, well, I'll go and spread my little wings. And basically, one time in art class, I said, hey, Sharon Equa, or did you just come from hell? Because you're hot as the devil. And she didn't like it exactly. So I was like, well, I got to get a new plane, to fetch her attention. I'm talking like some. But basically, we have this lunch period at our school. And I was like, well, I know she goes out to eat lunch, I think, with her friends. So instead of me going to eat lunch with my friends, it turned into me stalking her and her 3 friends over to their friend's house, because just trying to enjoy my lunch, spread my little eagle wings. And yeah, so I'm just walking out my lunch period and I'm following these 3 high school girls home. And first they stopped by a gas station and I looked at what they were getting. I didn't go inside to raise suspicion. I was just kind of peeking in from the window, with my hood up. I was lurking, you know what I'm saying? But I saw that they bought lighters and Diet Mountain Dew. And I was like, what drives a pack of 3 young high school girls to buy Diet Mountain Dew? So I was like, at this point, if I follow them, stalk them home, I might hurt them a little bit too, because what the hell? But yeah, so I just kind of followed them home. And on the way there, actually, they kind of looked back and looked at me once. And what I just went I just looked at, I was looking at the other cars. And I kind of just, just look around, But yeah, I kind of avoided their eye of sight for the rest of the time. Right, so say this would be a tree, right? And I just kind of be looking around the tree at them. But yeah, all romances kind of start off weird. Romeo and Juliet started off with a 13-year-old and an 18-year-old. So, but besides the point, to make a short story long. So I finally get to their house, and I see what they're using the lighters for, actually, and it turned out to be my least favorite school subject, math. Just kidding, it was meth. But yeah, so high school girls smoking meth. When I get there and I'm peeking in their window, looking at them, I'm like, whoa. So I knock the door and I get no response because all these girls are kind of overdosing, laying on their couches and stuff like that. So I kind of, I just do it I just open their door, right? No permission needed. What if they're in trouble? So, I open this door and basically I see Sharon Equa there on the couch resting. Her 2 friends over there. And I'm like, well, I can't. Well, she's overdosing and she looks like she's dead. I think she's dead already. So I'm like, man, I can't sleep with her now because, I have necrophilia. I'm afraid of the dead. And so I go over there and I grab some too. I'm like, well, maybe, 2 ghosts in heaven, maybe I'd be okay with that if I was a ghost, she was a ghost, right? maybe we could intertwine, and I'd feel better like that with angel wings on my side, you know. And so I had that kind of Martin Luther King dream right there, and so yeah, I'm starting to get methed out with these girls, but one of them, they actually start waking up in a meth-induced rage, start yelling at me, seeing them like, yeah, I see them like start waking up in like a little meth-induced rage, and like, hey, what are you doing in here? What are you doing smoking our meth? And I was like, well, I only got a little bit, so I wasn't like them. I wasn't like like a zombie, you know what I'm saying? But I was still, starting to like twitch, I was twitching, hands were shaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, things were getting weird, but basically I just ran out of the house. I just bolted. And these girls, you ever seen The Walking Dead? And these girls were walking dead at me, including Sharon Equa, They're all three of them just start, coming at me, like walking, looking like a bunch of walkers, just coming out of the house. So that'd make me Rick Grimes. And as I'm thinking about that in my head as I'm running and they're chasing after me down the street, I'm thinking in my head, I'm Rick Grimes and these are walkers behind me, right? So what do I rather do than turn back around? And if you've ever seen the movie Get Out, where they do like the guy does like the run at them, that's what I did. I started just booking it at these young 3 high school girls, and I, just running at them, and they begin to scream and run, and basically Sharon Equa got like when she was running across the street, she got hit by like another high school driver, some guy in the truck, like just we're talking some Paul Walker type stuff here. Just absolutely just rams her. And she had to get pelvis surgery because she broke her pelvis actually from that. But as I'm sitting there and I see that as I'm sitting across the sidewalk and the other 2 girls are across the street just with fear in their eyes, like they think I'm just some kind of, monster. But really I'm just on meth. But yeah, so as I see Sharon Equa like screaming and crying on the ground, what better to do than just I just started like like the Irish kind of like skip their feet like a Fortnite emote kind of. I just kind of did that all the way dilly daddling back to my 6th period, and yeah, that was kind of the end of the story, sort of. So that was my first time doing meth. See you guys.